Hi guys, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my cooking channel. All this week, all I see online, on TV, everywhere is ramen and noodles and pho, all kinds of noodles, and I'm thinking, wow, I really want some. So let's go make some in my kitchen. Ingredients today are 2 little packets of ramen. These are rice ramen noodles. I got them at Costco. They come in a big bag. They're very easy to work with and very tasty. I sliced 1 onion. I have a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger. I have around 4 cloves of pressed garlic. I don't have chili sauce. Normally I'd put chili garlic sauce, so I'm going to use sriracha. But I'm going to put that in mind because nobody else here loves spicy food. I also have 8 ounces of mushrooms. Typically you would use shiitake mushrooms or some other kind of mushrooms. I don't have that either, so I'm going to use regular baby bellas. I have here some hoisin sauce. I have 2 tablespoons. You can also use oyster sauce. You can use fish sauce. I have half a cup of soy sauce, and I have a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar in here. I also have 4 small baby bok choys, or actually it's 2 cut into 4. I have a pound of chicken thighs. They're boneless, skinless. And I'm gonna use a cup of water. Oh, this is my Happy Mother's Day mug to myself. Sometimes, ladies, you have to take care of you. I have chicken stock. I'm gonna use all 4 cups of that. So I'm gonna start with a hot pan. It's very hot this time. And before that starts smoking, I'm gonna put the onion. You're gonna cook the onion. I'm actually gonna reduce the heat here. It's now on medium. I'm gonna cook the onions for about 5 minutes so it's translucent. And then I'll start adding my garlic. I'll start adding my ginger. I'll put the mushrooms in. We wanna cook it down. So we'll be back in 5. I also have some eggs. I'm going to boil this to a 3-minute egg, and then I'm going to keep boiling the rest of the eggs so I can use them for breakfast tomorrow. And I'm starting to heat up this water here so I can make the noodles. So it's been about 5 minutes, and I have a good caramelization, and the onions are done. My eggs are also boiling, so I'm going to set the 3-minute timer. I'm going to add, before this gets darker, the mushrooms. That's 8 ounces of mushrooms. You can use less, you probably should, but I love mushrooms, so I'm going to go for it. 8 ounces of mushrooms, and I'm going to cook this. I'm going to cook this down for 2 to 3 minutes. It's going to let out all that water, and then I'll add the garlic and the ginger. So our 3-minute eggs are done. I'm going to take my slotted spoon. I'm going to transfer this over into some ice water. Oh, be careful. There you go. The rest of them, I'm going to leave for another 6 minutes. Just let them boil so they can finish. Have some nice hard-boiled eggs for later. The water here is boiling, so I'm going to add my noodles. Just move them around a little. It's going to soften within 1 minute, and then you just leave it for 3 minutes and you're good to go. Over here, I'm going to add my garlic and my ginger, and I'm going to stir fry that for about 30 seconds just to get fragrant. And I've added the garlic and the ginger. I'm just moving that around, let it cook. It's releasing the fragrance now. It smells so good. To this, let me just let it cook down for a second. I'm gonna try to move my noodles around. They're still kind of hard. Give that a minute. So this is good. I'm going to add to this the water. I'm going to add the 4 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to add the rice wine vinegar and the soy sauce. And I'm also gonna add the hoisin sauce. Put 2 tablespoons in there. And then we're gonna let this start coming to a boil. But the noodles are ready. So I took them out, drained them, and then I had an idea. I have to put some oil so they won't stick. So I'm gonna put some sesame oil because that's gonna add just a really good flavor. I'm gonna try not to break my glass bowls while I'm at it. All right, and this will just keep it from sticking together. So now that we are at a full boil, I am going to put the chicken in there. And the chicken is still cold. I recommend using room temperature chicken. This chicken was not room temperature, so it will bring the temperature of the broth down, but we'll just wait for it to start boiling again, and we'll cook the chicken for 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes, so I will be taking our chicken out. Let's be careful not to take anything out with it. Let's see. I'm just gonna take it and put it on a cutting board. We're gonna slice it up. Some people shred it. I like slices. You can do whatever you want. If you like it shredded, have it shredded. I think it might be easier because then you don't have to handle hot chicken. But my preference is to slice it. So I fished out, that's all the chicken we had? That's all the chicken we had. I fished out the chicken, it's right here. Before I start shredding those, these are pretty big baby bok choys. I probably should cut them, not just into quarters, but cut them in half. I'm just gonna stick this all in there. It should be easy right there. That'll start cooking. It'll wilt. It'll get a lot smaller than it was when it came in. I'm gonna start slicing my chicken now. I've washed my hands. Now, I'm gonna just slice through the chicken. Very hot, guys, so you might want to use utensils. You can use your tongs if you want. This is very hot chicken, and it's just really just shredding away, so maybe shredded is better. Here we go. We're just slicing it up. And when I finish slicing, I'll return this into the pot with the broth. I'll return this to the pot to simmer for an additional 2-3 minutes. I have to put the heat up a little higher since it's not simmering at all. It's just sitting there. Those vegetables hold down the broth. Right there we go. So I'm gonna put this back in here. Turn the chicken to the pot. It's got the bok choy and that lovely broth, which smells like ginger. It smells like garlic. You can smell so many good things going on in there. And I'm gonna simmer it for another 2 to 3 minutes, let the bok choy wilt a bit, and we'll come back with a whole bunch of other goodies to plate. The broth is done, but while I'm setting up, I'm gonna toast some sesame seeds as part of the toppings. See, they're so delicious, but you need to use some of those oils in there to bring out the flavor. So I don't have the heat on too high, otherwise it might turn into a disaster, but just keep an eye on those while you're toasting. Now they're almost done. You can see the color changing. See that nice color? Let's separate them before they burn. You have to be careful because the oils release and they burn quite quickly. So you want to pull them off the heat before they do. And now we're ready to plate. So in my big bowl, I guess this is big bowl season for ramen, I have my noodles that are coated in soy sauce. I'm gonna come over here and get some bok choy and put that on the side. And let me get the tongs out of the way. I'm going to serve myself some of the broth with the chicken and the mushrooms. It's so fragrant. You can smell the ginger, you can smell the garlic. Now that it's hitting the ramen, you can smell the sesame oil. You can smell the hoisin sauce. Look how pretty that looks. To my plate, I am going to add some bean sprouts. This is almost a pho-inspired ramen. To that, let me put my bowl down. To my bowl, I'm going to add some scallions. Give it a nice green pop of color. And I have my cilantro. If this was pho, then you can add basil. Let's see what else I can add here. I'm gonna put a couple wedges of lemon. One of my 3-minute eggs. You can actually marinate these eggs and it would be quite tasty. Don't look at the outside too much, guys, because I clearly don't know how to peel eggs. That is like my kryptonite. And you put your 3-minute eggs there. And on top of that, I'm gonna add some of the nice toasted sesame seeds. Now we're ready to eat. Guys, I forgot like the key thing here. I forgot to put the sriracha. I added, by the way, some jalapeños. You guys can do as well if you like it spicy. Put some sriracha. I can't obviously give this to the girls because they won't eat it. They'll say, Mommy's trying to kill me. Like Mariella is always saying, you kill me, Mom. So now we're gonna mix all this up. I'm gonna squeeze the lime wedges in there. The lime gives this broth such good flavor. And now we're gonna taste it. Okay guys, we're finally ready to taste what we made. It's been a long week and I can't think of any other way that I'd rather end this week with than a bowl of ramen. Because right now, that's what this mama needs. So, I'm gonna dig in. Ready to taste this. Let's see how much stuff I can get on my chopsticks. This is ridiculous. You can taste the cilantro. And you guys, if you saw my last video, you know I like cilantro. You can taste the cilantro, the chicken, the mushrooms. You get hints of the ginger, the garlic, and then the sesame seeds and that extra sesame oil that we used. Remember, watch the sesame oil because a little bit goes a long way. You can also taste the jalapeno and the chicken and the egg. Let me get to the egg. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna enjoy this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me again as I cook. I've had a couple of requests and things that I have pending to make, so drop a comment down below and let me know if there's something that you want to see me cook. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Hit like on the video as well. Thanks. Bon appetit.